जय गोपीजना वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानन्दन व्रजजनरञ्जन। यशोदानन्दन व्रजजनरञ्जन। यमुनातीरावनचारी। यमुनातीरावनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे राम राम हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Madhava Radhe. Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Baladeva, Subhadramai Jaya Sudarshana. Jaya Gauranitai, Patita Pavana Gauranitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. एवं विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस ऐसे भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। एवं विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर महाराज प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपिका श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की ब्रजभूमि वृंदावन मथुरा धाम की नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की गंगा मई यमुना मैया की भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की पतित पावन हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की कलयुग धर्म हरिनाम संकीर्तन की समवेत भक्त वृंद की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। ऑल ग्लोरीज टू assembled devotees हरे कृष्ण, ऑल ग्लोरीज टू assembled devotees हरे कृष्ण, ऑल ग्लोरीज टू assembled devotees हरे कृष्ण, ऑल ग्लोरीज unto श्री श्री गुरु and गौरंगा, ऑल ग्लोरीज टू श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। हरे कृष्ण। Welcome you all for today morning Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam class. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam namaskrityam naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayamudiraye nashtaprayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya भगवते उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। नमः पंकजनाभाय नमः पंकजमालिने नमः पंकजनेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजांग्रहे। Once again, welcome you all for today's Bhagavatam class. So, I am seeking blessings from the senior devotees, and I don't have any qualification, but my seniors' instruction I am following. So, even this is also my purification. So, I can speak something about this transcendental knowledge. So, today we will discuss Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 2, the Cosmic Manifestation, Chapter 1, the entitled The First Step in God Realization, and Sloka is 29. Please repeat after me. Indra Adayaha Bhāhavaha Ahuhu Ushraha Karnau Dishaha Shrotram Amushya Sabdaha Nasatya Darshau Paramasya Nase Ghanaha Asya Gandhaha Mukham Agnihi Iddaha Indradayo Bhāhavaha Ahurushraha Karnau Disaha Shotramamusya Sabdaha Nasatya Darshau Paramasya Nase Ghranosya Gandho Mukhamagniriddaha Indradayo Bhāhavaha Ahurushraha Karnau Disaha Shrotramamusya Sabdaha Nasatya Darshau Paramasya Nase Ghranosya Gandho Mukhamagniriddaha Indradayo Bhāhavaha Ahurushraha Karnau Disaha Shrotram Amusya Sabdaha Nasatya Darshau Paramasya Nase Ghranosya Gandho Mukhamagniriddaha. Please recite. Indradayo Bhāhava Ahurushraha Karno Disha Shrotram Amusya Sabdaha Nasatya Darshau Paramasya Nase Nanosya Gandho Mukhamagniriddaha. Indradayo Bhāhava Ahurushraha Karnau Disaha Shrotram Amushya Sabdaha Nasatya Darshau Paramasya Nase घ्राणोऽस्य गन्धो मुखमग्निरिद्धः इन्द्रादयो बाहव आहुरुश्राः कर्णौ दिशः श्रोत्रममुष्य शब्दः नासत्यदर्शौ परमस्य नासे ज्ञानो सगन्धो मुखमग्निरिद्धः. Anyone? Mataji? So translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. Word to word meaning. Indra Adayaha. Demigods headed by the heavenly king Indra. Bahavaha. Arms. Ahuhu are called Ushraha, the demigods. Karnau, the ears. Dishaha, the four directions. Shrotram, the senses of hearing. Amushya, of the Lord. Shabdaha, sound. Nasatyadashrau, the demigods known as the Ashwini Kumaras. Paramasya, of the Supreme. Nase, nostrils. Granaha, the senses of smell. Asya, of him. Gandhaha, fragrance. Mukham, the mouth. Agnihi, fire. Iddaha, blazing. Translation. His arms are the demigods headed by Indra. The 10 directional sides are his ears, and physical sound is his sense of hearing. His nostrils are the 2 Ashwini Kumaras, and material fragrance is his sense of smell. His mouth is the blazing fire. Please repeat. His arms are the demigods headed by the Indra. The 10 directional sides are his ears, and physical sound is his sense of hearing. His nostrils are the 2 Ashwini Kumaras, and material fragrance is his sense of smell. His mouth is the blazing fire. Purport. The description of the gigantic form of the personality of Godhead made in the 11th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita is further explained here in the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. The description in the Bhagavad Gita 11.30 runs as follows. O Vishnu, I see you devouring all people in your blazing mouths and covering all the universe by your immeasurable rays. Scorching the worlds, you are manifest. In that way, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is the postgraduate study for the student of the Bhagavad Gita. Both of them are the signs of Krishna, the absolute truth, and so they are interdependent. The conception of the Virat-Purusha, or the gigantic form of the Supreme Lord, is said to include all the dominating demigods as well as the dominated living beings. Even the minutest part of a living being is controlled by the empowered agency of the Lord. Since the demigods are included in the gigantic form of the Lord, worship of the Lord, whether in his gigantic material conception or in his eternal transcendental form as Lord Sri Krishna, also appeases the demigods and all the other parts and parcels, as much as watering the root of a tree distributes energy to all of the tree's other parts. Consequently, for a materialist also, worship of the universal gigantic form of the Lord leads one to the right path. One need not risk being misled by approaching many demigods for fulfillment of different desires. The real entity is the Lord Himself, and all others are imaginary, for everything is included in Him only. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunadhanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Namine Shri Varshabhanavi Devi Dayataya Kripabdhaye Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Dhayine Prabhave Namaha Madhuryojjvala Premadhya Shri Rupanugha Bhaktida Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostute Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtaye Dinatarine Rupanuga Viruddha Pasiddhanta Dvantaharine Nama Om Namo Gaura Kishoraya Sakshad Vairagyamurtaye Vipralambhara Sambodhe Padambujayate Namaha Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Satchidananda Namine Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupanugavarayate Gaura Virbhava Bhumestvam Nirdeshta Sajjana Priyaha Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Shri Jagannadhayate Namaha Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha namo mahavadanyaya krishna prema pradayate krishnaya krishna chaitanya namine gauratvishe namaha panchatattvatmakam krishnam bhaktarupa swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Saktikam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Jayatam Suratau Pangur Mama Mandamatirgate Massarvasvapadambojau Radha Madana Mohanau Divyad Vrindaranya Kalpadrimada Śrīmad Ratnagara Simhasanastau Śrīmad Radha Śrīla Govinda Devo Preshtalibi Sevyamanau Smarami Jai Shri Shri Radha Madhav Ki Shri Shri Gaur Nitai Ki Shri Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Mai Sudarshan Ki Srila Prabhupada Ki Shriman Rasarasarambhi Vamsi Vatatata Stitaha Karshan Venu Swanair Gopir Gopinada Shriyastunaha Tapta Kankshana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim yat kripatamaham vande Shri Gurum Dinataranam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Krishna Chaitanyam Ishwaram. Hare Krishna. So I take blessings of Sri Sri Radha Madhav. So and I explain about today's sloka. So in the translation, Prabhupada telling his arms are the demigods headed by the Indra, the 10 directional sides are his ears, and physical sound is his sense of hearing. His nostrils are the 2 Ashwini Kumaras, and material fragrance is his sense of smell. His mouth is the blazing fire. So we see like Sukadeva Goswami explaining about this Virat-rupa to Pariksit Maharaj. So he is explaining from the lotus feet. So he is not explaining from the top. So devotees always, whenever like devotees taking darshan, they will take darshan from the lotus feet of the Lord. So like Sukadeva Goswami also started from the lotus feet. Like he explained like his feet are like oceans and his thighs are mountains. Like that he explaining, and then he coming to his face, like his shoulders and then ears, nostrils, like that. So we can see the shoulders is like headed by the Indra. So Indra is the king of all the demigods. So even about Virat-rupa, it is very explained in the Bhagavad Gita. So we can see so many slokas. It is there like Krishna telling about the Virat-rupa. So even Arjuna also taking darshan of the Virat-rupa. So and his ears like 10 directionals. The 10 directionals every side. Even we can see only one direction by our eyes, but we can hear any way, like any direction we can get that sound vibration. Like something is getting sound like this bell, but we can hear in this direction, but we can't see. While seeing this way, we can't see another direction. So, but Krishna have this energy. And physical sound is his sense of hearing. His nostrils are the 2 Ashwini Kumaras. So those, who is these 2 Ashwini Kumaras? They are the demigods and they worship as a like physicians. And material fragrance is sense of smell. And his mouth is the blazing fire. Krishna's mouth is explaining here the blazing fire. Even in the purport, Prabhupada given the description of the judging form of the personality of Godhead made in the 11th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita is further explained in the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Even in the Bhagavatam, it is very elaborately explained about this Virat-rupa. The description in the Bhagavad Gita 11.30. So it is mentioning there, O Vishnu, I see you devouring all people in your blazing mouths and covering all the universe by your immeasurable rays, scorching the worlds, you are manifest. In that way, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is the postgraduate study for the student of the Bhagavad Gita. So even Prabhupada telling is the postgraduate. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is the postgraduate of the Śrīmad-Bhagavad Gita. Both of them are the signs of Krishna, the absolute truth, and so they are interdependent. So Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita both are interdependent. Even we can see Prabhupada explaining in the Bhagavatam, he quotes Bhagavad Gita slokas. And in the Bhagavad Gita also, Prabhupada quotes Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam slokas. So it's like interdependent. Both are not different. Both are interdependent. The conception of the Virat Purusha, the gigantic form of the Supreme Lord, is said to include all the dominating demigods as well as the dominated living beings. So, even we see this in his face, these nostrils. In the Bhagavad Gita, it is telling 7.9, Punyo Gandha Pritivyam Cha Tejas Chasmi Vibhavarshu Jivanam Sarva Bhuteshu Tapas Chasmi Tapas Vishav. So, even we can see, like devotees always want to see the Lord in his Swarup, like the Sam Sundar Roop. But Mayavadis, those are impersonalist people, they will not understand the original form of the Supreme Lord. So for the purpose of that, so Krishna shows this Virata Roop, Virata Purusha Roop to the Arjuna. So to fulfill the varieties of the desires, there is no need to go to different demigods. Even like we see in the purport, Prabhupada telling, as much as watering the root of a tree, distribute energy to all the trees' other parts. For example, so if we watering the tree from the root, so the energy will spread, branches and leaves, fruits, flowers. So every part of the tree, the energy will get from the water. But if we pour water, it's like different parts. If I put water to branches, if I put water to leaves, if I put water to fruits and flowers, so after few days, what will happen? That tree will die. So like that, even in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, so Sukadeva Goswami is telling, so there is a no required to worship, to fulfill our desire to demigods. Like there is a no required to worship the different kinds of demigods. Even we can see so many people worship different demigods for the fulfilling their desires. Like for Saraswati Devi, they want get wisdom, they worship the Saraswati Devi. For Lakshmi, like if they want money, they worship Lakshmi Devi. So like that, people are worshipping different demigods for different desires. But in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Sukadeva Goswami is telling, there is a no required to worship the demigods. Just worship the Supreme Lord. So then, everything we can get whatever. Like Krishna is the Lakshmi Pati. So even we heard previous slokas, seniors also explained about Krishna is the Lakshmi Pati. Like that, Radhesham Prabhu also said 2 days back. So like some people will become like Karorpati or Lakorpati. But Krishna is Lakshmi Pati. So we have everything. If we worship Krishna, so Krishna will give to everything. There is a no required to go to other demigods. Everything is merged with him only. So in the Virat-rupa we can see all the Munis, Rishis, all are going to his mouths. Even in the battlefield of the Kurukshetra, Arjuna seeing. What he is seeing? Like those who are in the battlefield of the Kurukshetra, they are going into the Supreme Lord mouth. So like he is like telling to Krishna, I am seeing these like Bhishma and Drona, Duryodhana, all are people, they are going into these soldiers and rishis, munis, they are entering into your mouth. So everything is merged with the Supreme Lord. Even in the previous sloka we discussed about the glory of the Virat-rupa, concept of this glory to take into second canto those who don't have faith on the Samasundara form of the Lord, like Swarupa. So Prabhupada also said in the purport very clearly, those who don't have faith on the Sa-Akar, it's like Sakara, they will turn to Nirakara. Impersonal people, those who don't have the faith into Sakara, they will turn into Nirakara. And they will start to worship the different demigods. So, making them turn to the Supreme Lord, to Sakara. So the philosophy, even in the second canto, so Sukadeva Goswami explaining about the Virat-Rupa. So making them impersonal people to devotees. For that he is explaining in the Virat-Rupa in this second canto. And if we know this, then Virat-Rupa is enabled to see. We can see. Even anyone cannot see the Virat-Rupa, the gigantic form. Even in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna said to Arjuna, I am giving Divya Chakshus to you. Then only you can able to see my Virat-Rupa. Isn't it? So like that, those who are the devotees of the Lord, they can able to see this Virat-Rupa. Even devotees not interested into see this Virat-Rupa. So they want always to see the Krishna as original form, the Samasundara form. And if we get to know, we see this Krishna is Samasundara form. And after we get to know this, like behind the Virata Purusha, Prakriti also is there. So what is the Prakriti then? So Prakriti is the path. There is a Purusha behind the Prakriti. The Purusha is the Adi Purusha. That Purusha is the Govindam Adi Purusham. The Govindam Adi Purusham is Tamaham Bhajami. So I am worshipping the Govinda. Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. This is the purpose to bring us. So Sukadeva Goswami is telling about the Virat Purusha Roop, explaining in the Bhagavatam second canto. So making the impersonal people into devotees. So that is the purpose. The importance of the Virata Rupa glorification, that is Sukadeva Goswami explaining very nicely from the lotus feet of the Lord. He explaining from the lotus feet. He is not explaining from any part. He just started from the lotus feet. And Srila Prabhupada also telling in the purport, Sukadeva Goswami is the devotee of the Lord. So devotees always want to glorify the Lord and they want to always take darshan from the lotus feet. To glorify the Virat-Rupa of the Lord, Sukadeva Goswami explaining by the rendering service Bhakti Yukta Seva Margam, like following the lotus feet. By following lotus feet, explaining about each part of the body. In this sloka, Srila Prabhupada telling the purport about this Virat-Rupa is explained in the Bhagavad Gita also. Here it is explained more elaborately in the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Even about Virat Purusha Roop. So it is explained in the Bhagavad Gita. So Prabhupada telling in the purport. So it is very elaborately explaining here about the gigantic form of the Supreme Lord. Even we see in the 10th chapter, so Arjuna asked about the vibhutis of the Lord. And Lord also explained about his opulences, like Rasoham Apsu Kaunteya, Prabhasmi Sasi Suryayo. Like he explained about his vibhutis. After that, so Arjuna asked to Krishna. So you have given an audio. So can you give any video? So like that, he asked to Krishna. And then Krishna also started. So he telling to Arjuna, so you asked very nice question. So even common people, normal people, they can't able to see their gigantic form, Virat Rupa. So for that I am giving Divya Chakshus to you. Then you can see my Virat-Rupa. So like that, Krishna also started showing the Virat-Rupa. And then Lord said in the Bhagavad Gita, the 11.52, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. I will open this. So here Krishna is telling Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Sududursham idam rupam drishtavanasi mama deva apyasya rupasya nityam darshana kankshinaha. You want to see whatever you heard, that is nityam darshana kankshinaha. Even munis, rishis, demigods also want to see this Virat-rupa. So they are seeking for that, to see this Virat-rupa. So you want to also see that Virat-rupa. So I am giving this Divya Chakshus to see my Vishwarupa. By seeing the Virat-rupa, Arjuna finally he bewildered. And he said, what he said? In the 15th chapter, he is telling, Arjuna uvacha pasyami devams tava deva dehe sarvams tata bhuta vishesa sanghan brahmanamesham kamalasanastam rishim cha sarvan uragams cha divyam. Arjuna said, my dear Lord Krishna, I see assembled in your body all the demigods and various other living entities. I see Brahma sitting on the lotus flower, as well as Lord Shiva and all the sages and divine serpents. And Aneka Bahudara Vaktranetram Pashyami Tvam Sarvatonantarupam Nantam na Madhyam na Punastavadhim Pashyami Vishveshvara Vishwarupa. O Lord of the universe, O universal form, I see in your body many arms, bellies, mouths and eyes expanded everywhere without limit. I see in you no end, no middle and no beginning. So here also we can understand very easily, like Krishna is Adi Purusha. So there is a no beginning, no end and no middle also. And then Krishna telling that those who can see this, Damstra Karalani Chate Mukhani Dristvaiva Kalanalas Hannibhani Disho Najane Nalabhe Chasra Sarma Prasida Devesha Jagan Nivasa. O Lord of Lords, O refuge of the worlds, please be gracious to me. I cannot keep my balance, seeing thus your blazing death-like faces and awful teeth. In all directions I am bewildered. So here Arjuna telling, by seeing this Virat-rupa, so please give me some mercy and please show your original form, the Narayana form, two-handed form. In this sloka, so in the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, in the purport, Prabhupada telling this 11.30. Lelihyase grasamana samantal lokhan samagran vadanair jwaladbihi tejobir apurya jagas samagram bhasas tavograha pratapanti Vishnu. O Vishnu, I see you devouring all people from all sides with your flaming mouths, covering all the universe with your effulgence, you are manifest with terrible scorching rays. Like this, Arjuna praying very intensely, and then we can see the next sloka. He is saying, Akhyahi mekho bhavanugra rupo namostu te deva varaprasida vignatum ichhami bhavantamadhyam nahi praja nami tava pravritam. O Lord of Lords, so fairest of form, please tell me who you are. I offer my obeisances unto you. Please be gracious to me. You are the primal Lord. I want to know about you, for I do not know what your mission is. So Arjuna asking to Krishna. So by seeing this Virat-rupa, so he is like becoming so bewildered, furious, and he is asking, please be gracious to me and tell me who you are and what is actually your mission. Like this, Arjuna asking to Krishna very humbly, and after that Krishna said, Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Kalosmi Lokasya Krita Pravriddho Lokan Samahritam Iha Pravritaha Ritepi Tvam Nama Bhavishyanti Sarve Ye Avastitha Pratyanikeshu Yodhaha. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, time, I am the great destroyer of the worlds, and I have come here to destroy all people with the expansion of you, the Pandavas. You means here, it is telling, Krishna is telling, you means not only Arjuna, it's all Pandavas. So even some people have a question, why Krishna is explaining a Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna only? No, Krishna is explaining to the Pandavas, for all the people. All the soldiers here on both sides will be slain. So he is telling to Arjuna, the all soldiers here on both sides will be slain. Tasmatvam uttishta yaso labasva jitva satrun bhungshashva rajyam samruddham mayaivathe nihata purvam eva nimitta matram bhavasavya sachin. Therefore, get up, prepare to fight and win glory, conquer your enemies and enjoy a flourishing kingdom. They are already put to death by my arrangement, and you, O Savyasachi, can be but an instrument in the fight. So here Krishna telling to Arjuna, becoming instrument mine. So nimitta matram bhavasavya sachi. So even we can see this. So Krishna telling to Arjuna, I know you are the Savyasachi. Like you can able to fight with both hands. You have that potency. Even if you have this much potency, even you should be nimitta matra. Like become an instrument of me and fight. So in this sloka, the impersonal people, they think of like nimitta matram only. It is means so many people thinking like this who are not in disciplic succession, Guru Parampara. They says about like the sloka, this sloka is nimitta matram. Krishna telling, I am killing everyone. So you just become my instrument. Then how Arjuna get this sins? By killing these people. So only Krishna to take this responsibility to get sins. So he is the only responsible person by killing this all the people. So he is the only sinner. Arjuna will not get any sin. Krishna only get this sin. Like impersonal people, they will tell this. So those who have like this kind of mundane knowledge people thinking everything is happening by Krishna only. So and he is the only responsible person to take all the sins. So even in the Bhagavad Gita, the final 18.66 Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mam Ekam Sharanam Vraja Aham Tvam Sarva Papebhyo Mokshayishyami Ma Suchaha. So Krishna telling to Arjuna, so give up your all religious activities and surrender unto me, worship me. Then I will vanish your all sins and I will give you moksha. So but those who are impersonalist people, they will not understand this. So for those people, So in the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Sukadeva Goswami explaining about this Virat-rupa. So and then making them to devotees slowly, and then they will also start to glorify the Lord. The main purpose of the Bhagavad Gita is understanding this philosophy very properly from the disciplic succession, from the Guru Parampara, like Tadvidhi Pranipatena Pariprashnena Sevaya Upadekshanti Te Gnanam Gnaninas Tattva Darshanaha. So we can see here there are 5 main reasons so that Jiva is suffering. The reasons is, first is Supreme Lord's order, and second is Kshetram, the place, and third the senses, Indriyas, and 4 is our desires, and final is Jiva. So the main thing, Supreme Lord is giving the order, but the main reason of this suffering is our desires. So like that we envious to the Supreme Lord. That's why actually we came to this material world, isn't it? So that's why actually we are suffering. So even Krishna said, don't go to material world, you will suffer. Even we will not hear about Krishna. We want to enjoy our own self. So that's why Krishna said, okay, you go and enjoy in material world. So like that, we are taking so many births here, birth after birth. So finally when we take this human form, so this is a mean to get knowledge of the Supreme Lord. So the final, the solution, conclusion of this sloka in the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, that rooting water to the tree and feeding the stomach, feeding to the stomach only, and worshipping the Supreme Lord only. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So even devotee is not interested to know about the Virat-rupa. So how much basic knowledge if we have about this Virat-rupa, that is enough for us. So Prabhupada telling in the purports. So we can get the knowledge Virat-rupa as much as possible what is mentioning in the Shastras, and we worship Krishna as a Syama Sundara form. So I am ending this here. So if you have any question or any comments and any correction. Thank you very much. Grandra Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande. Srila Prabhupada ki.